Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on PySpark SQL's case when expression. In this video, we'll dive into how you can use SQL-style conditional logic to transform and categorize your data efficiently. The case when expression allows you to handle multiple conditions in a simple and structured way, making it ideal for tasks like creating custom categories, handling null values, or applying complex logic to your data frame. Whether you are familiar with SQL or new to PySpark, this tutorial will show you how easy it is to implement powerful conditional transformations. Let's get started. Introduction to the case when expression. The case when expression in PySpark enables you to apply SQL style conditional logic within your data frames. It functions similarly to the case when statement in SQL, where you define multiple conditions and for each condition that evaluates as true, a corresponding value is returned. This allows you to handle different scenarios and outcomes all within a single expression. This expression is particularly useful when you need to handle more complex logic that goes beyond a simple true-false check. For example, you can categorize data based on ranges, assign different labels based on specific criteria, or handle multi-step decision making within your data pipeline. The case when expression can evaluate multiple conditions sequentially and return a specified value for each one, making it ideal for tasks where multiple outcomes are possible. The flexibility of the case when expression makes it an effective tool for transforming data efficiently, especially in scenarios where you need to create new columns or modify existing ones based on complex conditions. It simplifies the process of implementing conditional logic in your data transformations, ensuring that your code is clean, readable, and efficient. Basic syntax. In PySpark, the case when expression can be implemented using the XPR function from the PySpark.sql.functions module, allowing you to apply SQL style conditional logic directly within your data frame transformations. This approach lets you evaluate conditions and return specific values based on whether those conditions are true or false, much like traditional SQL queries. The basic syntax involves writing a SQL expression in the format case when condition then true underscore value else false underscore value end and passing it to the XPR function. In this expression, the condition is a logical check you want to evaluate, such as comparing a column's value to a threshold or checking for null values. If the condition is true, the expression returns the true underscore value, while the false underscore value is returned if the condition is false. This conditional logic is extremely useful for tasks like categorizing data, setting flags, or applying multiple conditional rules to a data set. For example, you could use the syntax dataframe.select xbar case when condition then true underscore value else false underscore value end dot alias new underscore column to create a new column where the results of the conditional logic are stored. The alias function is used to rename the resulting column for better readability. Why use case when? The case when expression in PySpark is a highly effective tool for simplifying complex conditional logic. It provides a compact SQL style syntax that allows you to define multiple conditions and outcomes in a straightforward manner. For those familiar with SQL, using the case when expression feels intuitive and reduces the need to write multiple when functions, making it an excellent choice for handling conditional logic in data transformations. The key benefit of using case when is that it allows you to define multiple conditions in a single expression, ensuring that your logic remains clean and easy to read. Rather than chaining several when functions or writing complex Python if else statements, the case when expression lets you efficiently assign different values based on the outcome of various conditions. Practical examples. 1. Applying a single case when condition. In this example, we are using the case when expression in PySpark to categorize sales values into two categories high and low. The data frame df contains two columns. product underscore name and sales with sales figures for different products such as product A, product B, and product B and product C. Our goal is to classify these products based on their sales performance. We achieve this by using the expr function, which allows us to apply SQL style expressions directly within PySpark. In this case, we use a case when statement to evaluate the sales column. The condition sales 500 checks whether the sales figure for each product exceeds 500. If the condition is true, the expression returns high as the category. If the condition is false, meaning the sales figure is 500 or below, the else clause returns low. The select method is used to apply this logic and create a new column, sales underscore category, using the alias function to rename it. When the result is displayed using the show method, we see that product A with sales of 600 and product C with sales of 800 are classified as high. Meanwhile, product B with sales of 300 is classified as low. This example demonstrates how the case when expression allows you to implement conditional logic efficiently in PySpark using a familiar SQL style syntax. It simplifies the process of categorizing or classifying data based on specific conditions, making it a powerful tool for data transformation tasks. 2. Using multiple case when conditions. In this example, we are using the case when expression in PySpark to apply multiple conditions and categorize sales values into three categories: high, medium, and low. The data frame df contains two columns, product underscore name and sales with sales data for various products. Our goal is to classify these products based on different sales thresholds, making the logic more granular. We achieve this by using the XPR function to apply the case when expression. In this case, multiple conditions are evaluated sequentially. The first condition checks whether the sales value is greater than 700, sales 700. If this condition is true, the sales are categorized as high. If the first condition is not met, the second condition, sales 400, is evaluated, classifying the sales as medium if the sales value is between 400 and 700. If neither of these conditions is met, the else clause assigns the value low to sales that are 400 or below. The select method is used to apply this logic and create a new column called sales underscore category, which is renamed using the alias function. When we display the result using the show method, we see that product A with sales of 600 is categorized as medium. Product B with sales of 300 is categorized as low, while product C with sales of 800 is categorized as high. This example illustrates how you can use the case when expression to apply multiple conditions in PySpark, allowing for more detailed categorization of data. By evaluating conditions in sequence, this method ensures that each data point is assigned the appropriate category based on its value, making it a powerful tool for implementing complex conditional logic in your data frame. 3. Creating a new column based on case when. In this example, we are using the case when expression in PySpark to categorize individuals into age groups based on their age. The data frame df underscore age contains two columns, name and age, with values representing the names and ages of individuals such as John, Jane, and Tom. Our goal is to create a new column that classifies individuals as either adult or minor depending on their age. To accomplish this, we use the XPR function to implement a case when expression. The condition checks if the age is 18 or older age 18. If this condition is true, the individual is categorized as an adult. If the condition is false, meaning the individual is younger than 18, they are categorized as a minor using the else clause. This approach allows us to apply a simple age-based classification to the data. The select method is used to apply this logic to the data frame, and we create a new column named age underscore group using the alias function. When the results are displayed using the show method, we see that John, who is 25, is categorized as adult, Jane, who is 16, is categorized as minor, and Tom, who is 18, is also classified as adult. This example demonstrates how the case when expression can be used to implement conditional logic in PySpark, allowing you to classify data based on specific criteria. It's a powerful tool for data transformation, making it easy to create new columns dynamically based on the evaluation of conditions. 4. Combining case when with other functions. In this example, we are using the case when expression in PySpark to categorize sales data while also handling null values. The data frame df underscore with underscore nulls contains two columns product underscore name and sales, with some products having sales values while others have null missing values. Our goal is to create a new column called sales underscore status that classifies the sales as unknown if the value is null, valid if the sales value is greater than 100, and invalid if the sales value is 100 or lower. To achieve this, we use the xpr function to implement a case when expression. The first condition checks if the sales value is null, sales is null. If this condition is true, the sales status is set to unknown. If the sales value is not null, the next condition checks if the sales are greater than 100, says 100. If this condition is met, the sales status is labeled as valid finally. If neither of these conditions is true, meaning the sales value is 100 or less, the else clause assigns the invalid status. 1. The select method applies this logic to the data frame, and we create a new column named sales underscore status using the alias function. When we display the result using the show method, we see that product A with sales of 500 is categorized as valid, product B, which has a null value, is categorized as unknown, and product C with sales of 50 is categorized as invalid. This example illustrates how the case when expression can be combined with null checks to handle missing values while applying conditional logic. It's a powerful way to manage real world data scenarios, ensuring that null values are handled gracefully while also categorizing the remaining data based on specific criteria. 5. Nested case when conditions. In this example, we are using nested case when expressions in PySpark to apply more complex logic based on both the age and country of customers. The data frame df underscore customers contains three columns: name, age, and country, with values representing the names, ages, and countries of customers like John, Jane, and Tom. Our goal is to classify each customer based on their age group, adult or minor, and country, USA or Canada, with specific labels for each condition. We accomplish this by using a nested case when structure within the XPR function. The outer case when first checks the country column. If the country is USA, we apply another case when condition inside to determine whether the customer is an adult or a minor based on their age. If the age is 18 or older age 18, the customer is labeled as adult in USA. USA, if they are younger than 18, they are labeled as minor in USA. Similarly, if the customer is from Canada, the nested case when condition checks their age and labels them as either adult in Canada or minor in Canada. If neither USA nor Canada is the customer's country, the outer else clause assigns the label other to indicate that they belong to a different country. The select method is used to apply this logic and create a new column called status, which is renamed using the alias function. When the result is displayed using the show method, we see that John, who is 25 and from the USA, is classified as adult in USA. Jane, who is 17 and from Canada, is labeled as minor in Canada, while Tom, who is 30 and from the USA, is categorized as adult in USA. This example demonstrates how you can use nested case when expressions to handle more complex logic by evaluating multiple conditions and returning specific labels based on both age and country. It provides a flexible and powerful way to implement multi-level decision making in your data transformations. That's it for today's tutorial on using the case when expression in PySpark. We hope this video helped you understand how to apply SQL style conditional logic to your data transformations. Whether you're dealing with simple conditions or nested logic, case when makes it easy to handle multi-outcome scenarios in a clean and efficient way. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.